Hey, what's up? My name's Timo, and this is Timo Paints, and today we're going to talk about my thoughts on how to start your very own small painting business, or big painting business, but most, start off small. So step one, you're going to want to decide what kind of service that you're going to provide and who your customers might be, like homeowners, or is it going to be businesses, like commercial businesses? Now, the answer to these questions will determine what kind of services you are going to offer and who your customers might be, because that's important. You got to know who your target client is going to be, and this will help you determine like the type of equipment you're going to need and the type of help. So if you're going to focus on homeowners, more than likely you're going to provide maintenance and repair services for houses and mostly residential properties, right? On the other hand, if you're going to target commercial businesses, then it's likely that you might offer specialized painting, like epoxy coatings or parking lot striping. So that'll kind of help determine type of equipment as well. Determine your target client base, the type of people that are most likely to respond to your ads and your other marketing efforts. This way you could focus on them and you can win more customers in the process. So step two, get pricing. Now, pricing is always hard because everybody's going to price differently. So you can find people that that have recently had their houses painted and kind of ask them what it charged, ask them what the square footage of their house is, and it'll kind of give you a mean, like an average range of what people are charging in your area. It is important to understand that there's no such thing as like a standard pricing for painting services, because there's a lot of factors such as the size of the house, where is the house, the location, because the location sometimes will determine the type of materials that the project is going to call for, and complexity. And some people want quality, top, high-end work, and you could charge, seen anybody anywhere from $95 to $100 an hour for that type of work, but that's not average, right? So average pricing in your area, you want to just kind of get a feel for it. A good way to do it is have somebody come out and give an estimate on your own house. I don't think that's the best strategy, but it is a strategy. Basically, if you could talk to your local competitors, if you know someone else that's doing it, kind of ask them. But if not, what I would suggest that you do is figure out what your production rate is and price according to what it will cost to complete the task. So basically, like, production rate is the time it takes you to paint an amount of a surface. So for example, my production rate is 1 hour per 100 feet. So if you measure the surface and divide by production rate, then you should have an estimated hours it should take you to paint. And you do this for all the surfaces to determine the man hours. And then you figure out what you want to pay paid for each hour that you're going to be on there. And then you want to mark it up for your expenses. And we'll do a deep dive into that in a different video. And if you need help with pricing, I have a free estimating guide which kind of walks you through and allows you to kind of tweak and adjust it however fits you the best. But it's a PDF, it's free, it's printable. It'll be linked in the description below. That brings us to step three. You got to get everything together. Once you figured out who your target client base is, and once you figured out your pricing, you want to get all your tools and everything together to start painting houses, right? So painting houses for a living is no easy task, and it does take a lot of work, and it requires a tad bit of equipment, so there will be an initial investment up front, unless you could borrow stuff, right? Because you could buy a paint sprayer, which can be anywhere from like $1,000, from like $300 to like $1,000, or you could buy a brush and a roller and a pan and stuff and get started for anywhere from maybe $50, right? But you want to make sure you get your tools together, whichever route you decide to go on, and insurance and license. And there's many steps to take in order to get started painting. So first, you make sure you need the right tools and equipment, and that's, you got to determine your client base to figure out what kind of tools are going to be the right tools. Second, you'll need insurance in case of any kind of accidents. And third, you'll need a license to operate, especially in places like here in California or Nevada, because they do have strict regulations for painting contractors, unfortunately. And third, I would suggest a vehicle. You need a vehicle, and then you're ready to start advertising, which brings us into step 4, which is marketing your painting business. And this is very crucial if you want to succeed. So marketing for painting services is wide, and with so many people offering their services, you'll need to find a way to stand out from the crowd, right? And there's a lot of ways of doing this, but the most popular one nowadays, I've noticed, is social media marketing, right? You probably have a Facebook page and an Instagram page and so forth, and social media marketing is a great way of boosting your business because it allows you to connect with potential clients and show them your work on a more personal level. It's also an excellent way of targeting people in your area who are looking for painting services, and if you do it correctly, it can give you the edge over the other painting providers in your area. A lot of them are kind of stuck in their old ways, putting up yard signs and whatever else, or just relying on word of mouth referrals. So if you could dial it in and get it done correctly with your Facebook ads and stuff, you could really crush it and dominate in your area. And if you need help gaining the advantage over competitors using the Facebook marketing strategy, I'll leave it linked. It'll be the top link in the description. It's a step-by-step guide to the exact strategy that I still implement to this day, and the success rate and conversion rates are insane. I mean, I'm paying anywhere from $1 to $2 per lead, and yeah, it's insane. So check it out if you want. Download that free estimating guide, and if you guys found any value in this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more, like going into a deep dive on how to price and stuff, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Or you can click on any one of these videos now, and we can still hang out some more. Other than that, I'll see you later. Peace.